Hey guys, it's Mallory, and today I am going to be telling you about my paranormal experiences. I'm not making any of this up. This is all 100% true. So, I guess let's get started. First story I'm going to be telling you is the most recent one to this day. I was not doing anything. I literally was like laying on the couch all day. Like I did not do anything. Went to bed that night and I woke up and right here I had a huge bruise, and I'm not like, it hurt so bad, and it is like, it looks like somebody had hit me. Like there's no way I could hit myself that hard in the middle of the night for that to happen to me. It just doesn't make sense. The next story is like the other night I was home alone and my parents had gone out. It was like 10 and I went into the kitchen to go grab a cup for water. And so basically how my cupboards are, so there's like obviously shelves. So it's like really organized. So the second shelf, there's this water bottle and we don't use it at all. Like we never use it. I got it when I was little and it had like a justice case, you know. We never use it. So it's at the back of the cabinet. I grabbed out from the bottom shelf, not the second shelf, like the same one. So there's no way that I could have I could have bumped it. I grabbed out a glass cup. Like water bottle was all the way at the back. Just saying. So I grabbed out a glass from like the first shelf. My freezer was open, like blocking, so I couldn't see the rest of the kitchen. Like I couldn't see the cupboards or the counters anymore. So I'm like getting ice in my cup, and all of a sudden I hear a bang, like something had fallen. And I looked down, and that water bottle, the clear one that I just told you about, that was all the way at the back, it had fallen and it started rolling. And I was so, like, I was honestly so scared, and I like texted my dad and I was like freaking out. He didn't believe. He was like, it's probably just wind. Like, no. That can't fall by itself. There was things blocking it and it just falls by itself and starts rolling. Like that doesn't make sense. Next story. This time I really saw something. One night I was hanging out with my dad and his girlfriend watching a Beyonce documentary, of course, about her new album. I was like, this is like scary. And then I was like, I'm gonna have like nightmares from this. Like I wasn't actually gonna have nightmares, like it was a joke, right? We were sitting in the living room and then you can like see the stairs right here. It's like when you first walk in, the stairs are right there and then the living room's over here. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go brush my teeth. Like, I'm really tired. I'm gonna go to bed. I was turning on my Xbox because I was gonna watch Netflix. And so I'm like sitting, and my leg is like, I don't know how to describe this. My leg, I'm like sitting down, and my leg is like hanging off the bed, you know? So like turning it on and everything. And so I'm sitting there, and I have, so like, let's say I'm on my bed right here, right? And then over there is like my closet, and there's like a shelf where all my shoes are in.
Okay, I'm editing this and rewatching it, but can we please just take a moment to realize what my hair looks like? Okay, thanks.
And on top of that, I had like a mirror. You probably know where this is going. I cut my hair recently, but it was like down to here. I had a fan sitting next to me, so it like blew my hair and I could see it move in the mirror and it freaked me out. It was like, oh, it was like, oh, it was like, oh, it was like, oh, it was like, oh. And let's say I'm like over here, right? This is like you guys with the mirror. And I'm like this, and I like kind of start looking, and I look all the way over. And I look, and sitting right next to me, I kid you not, I see something sitting next to me.
This is me trying to explain what I saw, but basically it shriveled up and then got closer to me, and I don't really know how else to explain that, but yeah, that's exactly what I saw.
Like, I freaked out, and I like tried not to scream. I get off of my bed, and I book it downstairs, and I just started crying my eyes out. I was so scared. I saw it with my own eyes, and I'm not kidding. It scared me so bad. That lady looks like Phineas from Phineas and Ferb.
Girl, why are you judging that lady when your hair looks like Trump?
At 3:17 every single morning, I wake up and I'm like wide awake. And it just scares me. Like I don't understand. It's only when I'm at home. Like it's not when I'm at other people's houses. Not 3:18, not 3:19, not 3:16, always 3:17. And I don't understand why. This story took place at 3:17 a.m. I bet you guessed it. I was laying in bed and I sleep on the side, not closest to like my wall, but closest to my door, you know? My dog was like being really weird and looking at like the door, and she's like growling, and I was like, what the heck? I woke up and I looked at the time, and this is when I still had my phone. And I looked at the time and it's 3:16 and it switches to 3:17 right when I look. And I lay back down and I'm so scared because I like felt weird. Like I felt like, I don't know how to describe this feeling, and you probably don't like believe me, but I felt like I wasn't like alone in the room besides my dog. Like I felt like somebody else was in there. Or something else was in there. Like I don't know. I had this feeling that something wasn't right, you know? I felt like something was like sitting on my chest. So I closed my eyes and I tried to just go back to sleep. I'm sorry, I'm like losing my voice. and I feel this. It's like really hard. And it like pushed really hard and like into my skin, and it like twisted my arm, and it hurt so bad, and then it went away. Now, I couldn't move. I could think and I could feel stuff, but I could not move my body. Like I had bruises on my arm right here. Exactly where something grabbed me. Right here. It was like a line, like fingerprints. Not even kidding you. I wish I took a picture of it so that I could insert it right now, but I didn't take a picture. I hate it. Next story. We have a basketball hoop in front of our house. And if you play basketball, even if you don't play basketball, you should know the sound of somebody dribbling and then like shooting the ball. You know, you can like hear it hitting the net and like the rim and everything. You know that sound when someone's outside shooting. It was like 10:30 maybe, and I was confused. I was like, weird. Like, who would be out shooting at 10:30 on my basketball hoop when there's nobody next to me? Like, who would be doing this? Like, I was confused. And I didn't think anything of it, so I went to sleep. I wake up at about 11, and it's still, like, I can still hear it. So it's only like a half an hour later, and it's still going. And it's like, oh, they're just, like, shooting for a long time. Like, I don't know. And I wake up at 3:17, like usual, and I can still hear it. But it's getting louder and louder, and it's, like, hard pounding. Like, they're dribbling, like, hard. And I wake up at about, like, 5, and it's still going on. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go, like, look downstairs. I go downstairs. This is the dumbest thing I've ever done. I'm never gonna open up the front door again. I open up the front door and I walk outside, and nobody's there. Nobody. And I was like, okay, well, maybe they left, like, right now. And then I go back upstairs and I, like, sit in my room, and it stops for a second. And I was like, oh. And then it keeps going, and I look out my window and there's nobody. And it, like, stops, so I look out the window, and then I, like, stop looking out, and then there's the pounding again. Like, that just doesn't make sense. Those are all my stories. Yeah, give this video a thumbs up and please subscribe. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.